And the ladies are off now in this feature A race. We have two qualifying standards that the competitors might try for. The World Junior Standard is 16:40, and Amelia Mazza-Downie, being a junior, will be looking for this time. Olympic qualifying standard for Rio is 15 minutes 20. As the girls settle down, so leading at the moment is Virginia Maloney. Linden Hall is running very, very well. And we have Amelia Mazza-Downie well placed at the moment. The old Bavarian runner Sophie Ryan is also in that leading group. So it's Hall on the inside, Maloney on the outside. Maloney's had a really good season. She's also the Victorian half marathon champion. She's run at Burnley each year. So the 1K split coming up. So Hall, Maini, Mazza-Downie, Ryan, Maloney, followed then by Tarly Bird is there. 3:13.94 at the 1K, 3:13.94 at 1K. That's a 16:05 pace. So for the World Junior qualifier, that's terrific for Amelia Mazza-Downie, as she can stay with this lead group. A little group of long distance aficionados down the back straight. Let's get behind these girls so we can push them and help them along on their journey. So I can just draw your attention while this race to the electronic scoreboard. The full results of the previous race is now displayed. So we now have a little group of 4 as they straighten up coming in. And with 9 laps to go, Hall, Maini, Mazza-Downie, 800 and 1500 metres there. And that's Nicole Roberts now going past the finish line there, Samantha Prime. Got Sarah Waters, Carly McDade, and we'll go back to the leading group now. Amelia Mazza-Downie finding it very hard now to stay with these very strong pace. They come into the straight. Linden Hall pushing hard here. Gemma Maini there. There's a gap now to Mazza-Downie, so she's got some real work ahead of her. She wants this qualifier. Now let's get behind the youngster as they come up. So Hall still striding very comfortably. Maini also looking comfortable. 5 laps to go. So coming up the straight now, the relentless pressure that Linden Hall has been applying is now starting to impact on the other 2 runners. She's pulling right away now from Gemma Maini, who's hung in there as long as she could. Hall is looking very, very fit. 4 laps to go, 1 mile out. So again, we pick up the leader. 70 metres from the finish line here. She'll have half a mile to go, or 2 laps, or 800 metres, whichever way you look at it. And it's Linden Hall from Essendon. Still a relentless stride, putting further and further distance between her and the followers. And Amelia Mazza-Downie has now moved into 2nd place. She's still she's looking for that World Junior qualifier of 16:40, so we'll get that time of hers the moment she finishes. Gemma Maini in 3rd place at the moment, the non-finishers. And Linden Hall coming up the straight, being exceedingly strong. And there's the bell, 1 to go. Running up the outside here is Amelia Mazza-Downie in 2nd place. She's put a bit of distance between herself and she's got a lap to go. So Amelia's got a lap to go now, and Gemma Maini in 3rd place. She needs a 90-second last lap. Virginia Maloney still chasing, looking at the back of Gemma Maini. Patterson is running well, still in next place. That's McSweeney has opened up a gap on Tarly Bird. So here comes round by the water jump, the leader of this race, Linden Hall, has really shown her overseas training and everything else in the United States, really putting great effect. Running for Athletics Essendon, World Commonwealth Youth medalist from a few years ago, coming down the straight, 50 metres to go, and it's going to be Linden Hall will be the Victorian champion. Coming down very strongly, she's just a fraction over 16, 16.02 thereabouts. So Amelia needs 16.40 and she's going to get inside this time here. So she comes down to the line. We've got an unofficial 16.27 for her, so that's a world junior qualifier when we get the exact time. A great run by her.
Tell us about the race. There was a good little pack there early on.
Yeah, it was nice to have some company through the early stages. Sort of got a bit lonely towards the end, but at least it wasn't windy. It's all right.
And what are your plans for the rest of summer? I imagine you'll be running most of the tour races and focusing on trying to get to nationals.
Yeah, pretty keen to be back and be able to get amongst all the tour meets with all the girls that have, been gone for a while. So it'll be so nice to see where I can fit in with all of them.
And how are you finding it, having just graduated from Florida State, back in Australia now? How's the change to a post-collegiate life?
Yeah, it's been a bit different, a bit of a shock, sort of having to do a lot more things myself. But it's been good. I've got a good training group going on, a bunch of young guys to keep me honest in training. So it's been fun, it's a bit of an adventure.
And I believe this is your first open state title.
Yeah, I think it actually is. It's a bit weird for it to be over 5K, not 1500, but maybe we can look to add to that one to the resume later in the season.